Welcome, listeners, to Echo Tales, where whispers of the past unveil chilling truths. Tonight, we delve into a story of profound betrayal, the monumental power of patience, and a chillingly precise retribution. A man pushed to his absolute limit, who found strength not in furious outburst, but in meticulous, calculated silence. Listen closely, for some echoes resonate far longer than any scream. Let's begin. She said it with that glint in her eye, a challenge wrapped in a whisper designed to test the very air around me. I need to find out if big size really matters. Don't worry, you'll never know. And I, in my quiet certainty, simply replied, okay. Her lips curled with that familiar, smug little smile, eyes probing, testing me like a child dangling a lit match over a puddle of gasoline. I need to find out if big size really matters. You'll never know. Don't worry. I looked at her. No anger, no tears, just a vast internal silence. And a single word, spoken without inflection, that sealed everything. Okay, 7 years. 7 years, I had loved her with the kind of devotion that bends a man's spine, reshapes his entire world. I had offered her loyalty, stability, a sanctuary she never had to doubt. She in turn offered laughter, warmth, and what I now knew was the illusion of safety. Or perhaps that's what I allowed myself to believe, watching her laugh with her friends, trusting her girls' nights without hesitation. But her words that night weren't a careless slip. They were a confession, a deliberate taunt, a blade honed in the open. Initially, the pain seared through me, a scorching brand on my soul. But it didn't consume me. Instead, it cooled, hardened, transforming into something far more potent. Clarity. Her words were not careless. She wanted me to know. She wanted to see me broken, powerless, small. But I was not small, and I would not break. It didn't take long. One night, her phone lay unlocked on the kitchen counter, its screen a beacon of incriminating light. The messages blazed like a neon sign. Can't wait for tonight. He'll never know. LOL. Bigger is always better. Each word burned, but I kept reading. Screenshot. Save. Forward to my private email. I wasn't seeking confirmation anymore. I was meticulously gathering ammunition. Her girls' nights weren't cocktails and gossip. They were motel rooms and strangers. Every secret she thought she buried, I unearthed and cataloged in meticulous silence. Anger screams. Revenge whispers. I chose whispers. My campaign had 3 phases. Phase 1, financial lockdown. Joint accounts were quietly emptied and redirected. Passwords shifted. My paycheck, silent river, flowed into a separate account she knew nothing about. Phase 2, irrefutable evidence. Screenshots, hotel receipts, phone records. A dossier potent enough to crush her in any courtroom, ensuring she depart with nothing but the bitter taste of regret. Phase 3, precision timing. I didn't want an explosion. Explosions are swift and forgotten. I craved a slow collapse, a stage so perfectly set that when the final curtain fell, she wouldn't just lose me. She would lose the meticulously crafted image of herself she clung to so fiercely. The following week, she strutted out for girls' night, her tight black dress hugging every curve, her heels clicking a rhythmic countdown on the pavement. I watched her go calm, patient. My intricate plan was already in motion. By the time she returned, the locks had been changed. The door she expected to open to her safe little home no longer belonged to her. But I wasn't gone. I was waiting. When her insistent knocking finally came, I opened the door. And there, beside me, stood her mystery man, though not the one she expected. It was her father, the man she adored, respected, and feared disappointing above all else. Earlier that evening, I called him, sent him everything. The screenshots, the irrefutable proof, the ugly truth she thought buried beneath perfume and saccharine lies. The shock on her face as she saw him, standing in what had been our living room, was the masterpiece I had painted, stroke by agonizing stroke. Her eyes, filled with dawning fury, shame, and utter disappointment, met mine for a fleeting second. Care to explain? her father asked, his voice a low, deadly calm that promised no mercy. Her mouth opened, then closed. Nothing emerged but a strangled gasp, mascara already smudging as the crushing reality sank in. She turned to me, desperate, pleading. I simply met her gaze, steady, unflinching. No yelling, no pleading, just a profound silence that screamed louder than any words ever could. Her father, with a deliberate, heavy motion, dropped the thick envelope of printed screenshots onto the coffee table. The sound echoed like a gunshot in the still air. Her world collapsed right there, in the doorway of a home she no longer held key to. The ensuing days moved with a swift, merciless precision. Divorce papers filed, irrefutable evidence meticulously attached. Friends who had once envied her perfect marriage now whispered about the cracks, the festering rot beneath her superficial glitter. Her father, disgusted, severed all financial ties. Her social circle dissolved, whispers of her betrayal spreading like wildfire, faster than she could ever hope to contain. The man she had sought fleeting thrills with had already vanished, a ghost. He was never hers, just a momentary diversion. And I walked away clean. My finances secure, my reputation unblemished, my future finally free of her insidious poison. She had wanted to know if size mattered. Oh, it mattered. Not the size she foolishly imagined. Not physical, not carnal, but the monumental size of patience, the profound depth of silence, the unyielding breadth of a man's resolve when pushed beyond all limits. She mistook my quiet for weakness. She mistook my calm for insignificance. And now, as she stands utterly alone, stripped bare of respect, of security, of the proud mask she once wore, she finally understands. I was never small. I was always more than she could ever hope to handle. As I finally closed the door that night, her stunned, broken face etched forever into memory, a profound truth settled within me. Revenge isn't about rage. It's about absolute control. And I never lost mine. A chilling testament to the power of shattered trust and the quiet, devastating force of a mind meticulously plotting its vengeance. What are your thoughts on this tale of calculated retribution? Share them in the comments below. If you found yourself caught in the echoes of this story, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Echo Tales for more narratives that linger, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another whisper from the shadows. Until next time, stay vigilant. And remember, some silent battles leave the loudest scars.